Okay, before we start with the meat and potato of today, I just want to share with you a little more information because I have a little more information now about tomorrow's meeting. We have over 800 people that have signed up for it so far. There is no limit of how many people can sign up for tomorrow because tomorrow is the orientation. It is free. It is no commitment whatsoever. And what we are going to do, there's 4 of us that are going to be there, and plus Jonathan and Kira. But what we are going to do is we are going to, you know how I forget what I cover here and what I cover in the radio show. I'm so sorry, but I'm getting old. But there's 3 styles of investing. The first one is the turtles one, and that one is the one that if you had to have a song, it would be despacito, do, 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 because you go slowly and you go a little bit at a time and you go like the turtle. But hey, the turtle can beat the hare. And we saw that in the turtle and the hare, didn't we, in that fable? That one is companies that have a very stable history of earnings. It's they're marriage material. I'm not saying that you're going to keep them for years and years, but I'm saying that you might keep them for months. Okay, from months to sometimes years. Those are the ones, and we're going to cover that here. Those are the ones that you look at the trend line, you guide yourself by that, and you guide yourself by the 50-day moving average. What? Oh, those are not the stocks that we're going to do in our group. The ones we're going to do are going to be the hare type, like the rabbit. Those are the ones that are growth stocks that are more aggressive, that maybe you kind of go steady for a while, but you're going to keep that stock depending on what that stock is doing to you and for you. You're going to keep it maybe for a few days to a few weeks. And then we're going to do the Sum Sum one. We're going to do the Picaflor, which is the hummingbird style. That one is the one that goes from flower to flower and maybe keeps it for a few days, maybe for a few hours. It depends on what the stock does. So it's going to be aggressive. It's going to, you don't have to know anything about investing. If you don't know, whatever you have learned in here, you probably learned too much. You know more than enough already. This is for somebody who just wants to know, tell me how to find these companies. Tell me how I read these companies. Tell me how I choose what to buy, when to buy, and when to sell. And that's what we're going to do. And when I say we, Meli and I are going to do the bulk of it. But we have Vero and we have Magnolia on the side wings, and we have Kira and we have Jonathan, of course, that are going to be there filling in for us. But Meli is going to show you what she has done, and she's going to tell you about her story and how long she has been doing this and the fact that she retired from this. But I don't want to spoil the punchline, but she'll tell you her story, and then she'll tell you how she does it, which has worked for her. But we're going to come in here and show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're going to show you how we do things, why we do it, why it works most of the time, why sometimes it doesn't work, and it's usually human error. It is not the market. We cannot blame the market. The market is always right. It's just how we interpret the market. Then I am going to show you, she is more the Picaflor type. I am more the Liebre type. And then I'm going to show you how, when I decide to take the nata, she's going to also. So we're going to show you with things that are happening right now. We're going to give you a watch list. We're going to give you homework. And then it's going to be interactive because you're going to get involved. You're going to have to learn to discover these types of stocks because I want you to be totally self-sufficient. Although I don't feel like I should just drop you at the end of the lessons. So we're going to see how we can kind of keep in touch for a little while or give you a chance to be able to say, hey, am I seeing this correctly or that? It's going to be 6 classes, 1 time a week, but we are going to be in touch. We will be in communication with you in the meantime, letting you know what is going on. So you are going to be engaged in this. It is not going to start explaining what be a profit is. It is not going to start explaining what a mutual fund is. Or this is stocks. This is down and dirty stocks. The people that have their money in their drawers already, the top drawer, the middle, and the bottom. This is bingo money. This is not money for your kids' education, your retirement. This is just for those that say, forget it. I want some excitement in my life, and we're going to give it to you. So this is for those echapalante that say, this is how it is. Are you going to lose money? Yes, you're going to lose money. But the whole point is, can we make more money than we lose? And I heard, when we were talking about it, getting ready for this, because Meli and, we call it the girasoles, okay, the sunflowers, because we're all ladies already, experienced ladies. The aim is to get at least 5% per week, which how many of us even get 5% in the bank? This is not money that you have in the bank that you're going to take out and put in here. Like I say, and you can do it the mentiritas, you can do it just pretend. Nobody's going to collect money from you to invest. You're not going to pull your money, but we're going to talk about investment clubs. And those of you that are interested in forming your own investment clubs, we're going to guide you of what to do it, but we're not going to take away from the class to do that. The class is down and dirty, how to invest on your own, but not alone. I don't want you to feel that you're doing this alone, because we've all been on that lonely road, and it is a lonely road. Even Mario Medina, when he was starting, would send me emails, maestra, I see this and this and this. Am I seeing this right? We all need that little encouragement, especially at the beginning. It's nice to have an accomplice here. And who are you going to ask? Probably somebody in your house. They probably poo-poo what you're doing, because, at the beginning they ask you, why are you doing that? Then they're going to ask you, how do you do that? And that's what I want. I want you to find, and I want you to find if this is for you or not. Maybe you realize that it isn't, but I want you to stick it out during the whole time. If you miss a lesson, we're going to record it, and then you'll have the lessons available to you for about a week after each class. But we're going to end, yes, we're going to charge. It's probably going to be around $3.99 for the first 100 people, and then it's going up to $4.99 for the rest of the people. And it will never be less than that. This is the first time that we're doing it. This is why we're doing it for this price. It is a lot of experience and a lot of studying and a lot of love that is going to go into this. And if you feel it isn't worth it to you, then don't do it. No problem. It's fine. But if you feel that this can save you time and save you money and save you aggravation in the long run, then join us, because I feel that it does. But I don't want to sell it to you. You have to want it more than me. And that's pretty much it. That's the enrollment is not open yet. We're going to put the enrollment in to open it up. And like I say, the first people that commit to it are going to get a better price than the rest. And you know what? I don't know. I don't want to promise anything, but I'm going to try to honor that price for whatever it is that we do in the future. So if you want to be one of the founders that is helping us start this, then I want to also reciprocate and give back to you too. So with that, Jonathan, here, do we have anything that we want to cover? And jueves. Okay, the class is not that it's going to start on Thursdays. We're going to start the class after July 1st, because that's after this class is over. I can't do Monday, Wednesday. I do a radio show every day. Plus then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're here. And then these classes, and we have to prepare. We have to really get ready for this. And I can't add anymore. That's, I'm pushing closer to 70 than I am to 65 even. So I need to also not kill myself doing this. What else? It can be anybody from anywhere in the world. It will be in Spanish. And people that don't have a social security number can still do it with an ITIN, or they can invest with a passport, just as a foreigner. I'm going to show you how to open a brokerage account. It's going to be all just practical information. how to put your stuff on your phone so that you can keep track of it, how to do your alerts. I'm going to connect you so that you are self-sufficient by the time you are finished with this. Okay, what else? Jose, I don't, probably you can do that. I don't know. I'm sure you're going to have a place where you can go watch it afterwards. That's something else that we can also see because people are working already and what time is it better for you? We have the problem that many of you are not even in the US, believe it or not. We have people from all over the world watching this. And I'm on the west coast, and then we have people on the East Coast. So there's the 3-hour difference with people in Hawaii. It's 3 hours back. So we have 2 hours or 3 hours, depending on what time of year. So we have a big difference in time with us, and to try to make it convenient for everybody is very hard. So I'm going to try to make it convenient for the 4 of us that really need to take our fichol every day and that can give you our best. And then hopefully everybody will be able to adjust to that. The orientation class is free. The whole purpose is to have a good time. We are going to get in there and just open our kimono. And I want you to do the same. I want to give you a safe, sacred place where you come. Nobody's going to try to sell you anything. Nobody's going to try to do anything. If anybody gets nasty, guess what? Out. I get them out. I don't want any nonsense. I don't want anything. I don't want any negativity. I want people that are positive and people that are ready to do something. Okay? So if that's you, we welcome you with open arms. What else?
I believe Jorge has a question.
Jorge, mi amor, you have a question. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Ask to unmute. There we go. Yes.
Hi, Jelly. How you doing?
Hi, mi amor. I'm looking good. You're looking good.
Thank you. I'm so excited about these classes coming up.
It's going to be fun.
Yes.
I'm very excited.
One thing you said, we can probably get, if on that class, you probably collect profit the same day, right? Is that considered day trading?
Yes. Well, it depends because see what Meli is going to show you is what she uses, which is the resistance, the support, but we're going to give it el piso, el techo. You know, we're going to use colloquial words. Okay, none of this. We're not trying to impress anybody here. And if it breaks down, you've got to get out. So when you get in, you have to know when you're going to get out.
Right. My question is coming from because as a cash account into the Ameritrade, can we do day trading or?
You have to have $25,000 in the account for them to let you do that.
Okay.
But there are places that will allow you to do day trading. This is not day trading. We're not getting in with the thought that this is day trading, but if that stock is not behaving, we're going to get rid of it.
Right. Okay.
No arrastramos carretas sin rueda. You don't work anymore. The romance is gone. Goodbye. See ya later.
I think that there's a difference between day trading and trading daily, where you can check your investments every day to see if things need to be made, but you don't feel that you need to buy and sell for these small margins of profit. You can buy and sell a little bit more on fundamentals and technicals.
Well, Meli's going to take totally a technical point of view. She's not going to care at all about the fundamentals. So this is something new. I'm
excited about it.
We've never done that. We've never done this before. You're our guinea pigs doing this with us. And I thank you for your trust if you're going to do it. All I can tell you is we're going to give it all the love we have.
Oh, another thing, is it going to stay record as, you know, if we can we see it at the end of the day, or is the program's going to stay record?
Yeah, we're going to record the program every day so that those of you, because sometimes you need to go back and see it again and whatever. So we're going to give you a chance to do that. Okay. And I don't know yet where we're going to house it, but all of this is to be determined. So I have to figure all this out between now and the 1st of July.
Okay.
But we're moving that way. But I will make it worth your while. I have never given you a promise that I have not fulfilled. So
yo soy echado para adelante, so vámonos.
Yo también. And this is for echado para adelante people. This is not for people like Warren Buffett that say, you know, you hold it for life. No.
Echado para adelante y nata.
Exacto. And sometimes you want to take your 1% out, or you want to take your 2 or your 5. Like I say, if we're goal. Melly says if her goal is 5%, it doesn't mean she's going to hit it every time, but she's going to go for that. And if you get 5% per week and you multiply it times 52 weeks, that's a lot of percentages.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is not for the faint at heart. This
Okay,
is,
good.
we're not going to go on margin. We're not going to do options. We're not going to do any of that crazy stuff. Okay.
And another thing you said, we do feel lonely sometimes. You know, it's like
it is a lonely road.
What do we do now? I mean, we do understand a lot of things, but sometimes you feel like, yes, I'm on my own. I'm like, okay, what happens here? Even though
it'd be nice to have a group of us that have heard the same thing, that you can communicate among yourself, that you can get together. You know, we're going to create kind of a mini community here.
Right.
So that you have somebody who's doing things the same way. And, you know, when I started doing investment clubs together, and I started with the women, and then it got to everybody. And some of them wanted to get, you know, they would say, girl, you like to go to the mall and just shop. So these people wanted to get a doctorate in finance before they started investing. And they wanted to get into CDs and all. And no, you do this kind of stuff to push yourself beyond your comfort zone.
Yes.
If you don't push yourself beyond your comfort zone, then you're never going to do it. So why not do it? At least cross that street with all that traffic with somebody that can hold your hand and say, here, stay close to me because I know how to cross this street.
Okay.
So
that
that's
sounds good.
What it is.
I'll be there.
This is so fun. We're gonna bond. This is
how's the plan of payment is going to be? The plan of payment is going to be in online or?
Yeah, it's all going to be online. It's probably going to be it's through PayPal, either through credit card or through PayPal account.
Okay.
But you'll be able to use your credit card.
Okay.
So
not calling Alicia, right?
Pardon?
Not calling Alicia for that payment. Alicia, you know.
No, this is going to be between you and me. By the way, this has nothing to do with the office. This has nothing to do with what they're doing. This is directa y personal. This is direct and personal. You and me.
Okay.
This is us, and there's the four of us, Jonathan and Kira, and you.
Okay.
That's it. That's Julie Stavink.
I'm in, Jonathan. I'm in, Kira. So I'm in there.
Okay. All right. Well, we are too. I just want you to know that. So it's an experiment. We'll see if it works. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. We'll see you there.
Anybody else? This is a safe place for you to ask questions. There's no egos here. There's nothing. You know, nobody is more important than anybody else. With the four ladies, we're all sharing in the profits the same way. Nobody's making more than anybody else. We're all the same. So this is putting our heads together to make something special for you. And my hope is that we're going to grow. My hope is that more of you are going to unite to what we are doing. And believe me, there's room for everybody. Because if you want to be part of this movement that we have, then when there's money made, there's money spread. And this is how it works, because our community needs the help. This is something that we cannot do on our own. We need to rely on each other to do it. And you just need to prove yourself, you know. And these these three ladies have proven themselves for over 20 years. And I know they take a bullet for me. And this is an opportunity I have to share them with you and to say thank you to them for all the work they've done with no pay and sometimes not even a thank you. So that's where I am. But anybody's welcome to join. You just have to pay your dues. That's just how it works. Okay? Fair enough? Straight? No pelos en la lengua? I love you all dearly, and it's like te pego porque te quiero. And this is how it is. This is high quality. Now,
really quickly,
yes.
There's a couple of people asking what did they miss. So we are just going over some higher level details. We're going to be having a orientation for a 6-class investment class we're going to be doing. The investment orientation is going to be tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific, There is no cost for that, but you do need to register. The link is in the description or in the chat right now.
I see it. Kira put it in
Cost
there.
is going to be $400 for the first 100 people. And then after that, additional seats are going to be $500.
Yeah, it's $3.99 and $4.99. You cannot pay yet. It is not set up to pay. I will let you know when it's ready to be set up. I'll let you know what the process is. That's why I need you to register for the orientation. And if you say, no, I'm not interested, I'm not going to bug you. I am not going to solicit you for anything. I do not sell lists. I do not, please. I hate it when anybody does it with me. When somebody calls me, I'm having dinner, I said, you know what, give me your cell number because I want to call you when you're having dinner with your family. And it bugs me. And I respect you too much to do that to you. So I am not going to bug you. This is not so I build my list. I don't care. If you're interested, you can find me. Yeah, I'm easier to find than I would find you. But I want to do this. My heart is telling me this is the right thing to do. So this is what I'm going to do. We'll see what happens. Okay, so that's the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what else? It will never be this price again. I assure you, if we do it again, it's going to be more. And I assure you that if you find that there's a calling for you here, you're going to find welcoming arms in me and in what we're doing, because we need it. We need people. We need to grow. I have big hopes for us and for the next generation that is going to continue doing what we have started, because I believe in paying forward. Okay,
we
what
do
else?
currently have 2 hands raised. The first one being Maria.
Okay, Maria, go ahead, mi cielo.
I'm unmuting. It's processing, I think.
Okay, Lucia, this has nothing to do with the Círculo de Excelencia. I don't even have access to the Círculo de Excelencia. So this is just me. This is just me and my shadow. Uh-huh. Yes.
Maria?
Hola Julie,
Hola, mi amor.
gusto hablar con ustedes, ¿qué tal?
Muchas gracias. Muy bien, gracias.
Estoy muy contenta, estoy tratando
Yo
de,
también,
bueno,
yo estoy alborotada.
voy a tratar de entrar a tu clase, claro que voy a entrar. Solo
Ok.
tengo una preguntita,
Ujú.
¿vamos a usar las mismas cuentas que tenemos? Yo tengo con TD Ameritrade.
Sí, cómo no.
Ah,
Sí.
Perfecto.
Sí, no,
perfecto.
tú vas a
Entonces,
usar tu cuenta por tu parte. El que no la tenga, yo le voy a enseñar cómo abrir una si la quiere abrir. Y vamos a hacer una de mentirita que podemos enseñar como de modelo, que todavía no he pensado cómo vamos a hacerlo para que todos podamos seguir algo. Pero esto nadie te va a decir dónde tú tienes que invertir. Si tú quieres invertir, tú inviertes, y si no quieres invertir, no inviertes. Pero lo que yo diga, yo lo voy a hacer. Tal vez lo haga con mi dinero, para que tú veas. Para que tú veas que yo pongo
ver,
mi dinero
perfecto.
donde pongo mi boca. Ujú.
Ay, gracias Julie, estoy muy contenta
yo
de
también,
hacerlo.
yo no
en el
tengo la
barco,
menor idea de
lista.
cómo va a ser esto, ¿ok? Me va a ver desnuda. Así es que prepárate. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to open my kimono in front of you, and I don't care because we need genuine people and we need transparency in this world, especially right now. Always.
Gracias,
right
gracias
now.
por todo lo que haces y aquí
No,
estamos.
please, no
Contentos
soy
de aprender.
perfecta. No, don't expect perfection. I am not perfect, but I will try to give you excellence, which is the best we can do. Somebody else had another question.
Yes. Emma has their hand raised.
Emma. I love her voice.
It's processing. There you go.
Yes, hi, this is Emma. I just have a question.
Hi, sweetheart. Yes.
I recently got the Círculo de Excelencia
Okay.
about 2 months ago,
Okay.
and I got a call saying if I wanted to join the advanced group. Now, if I have
Has
to,
nothing to do with this.
yes, that's why my question is, if I have to choose between this new program that you're starting tomorrow, and
What
that
were you
advanced-
gonna ask?
which one should I go for first?
Okay. And they have the beginners and then the advanced. The advanced gives you a lot of background information, a lot of filling information, a lot of, like we have covered in this class. We've gone slowly and filling in the gaps and all of that. This class, these 6 classes are like a boot camp. This is down and dirty. We're going to get in there and say, this is how we have done it. This is why. This is what. If you want to do it this way, this is how we do it. So it's two totally different things. One is to really understand and to get a basis and a foundation. The other one is, una es aprendiendo a cocinar con la abuela en la cocina y la otra es yendo a un chef school. Esa es la diferencia. See the difference? You're going to culinary school and versus learning how to cook with your grandmother in the kitchen. We're going to put you in the kitchen.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, I know. It's like, which child did you choose? I don't know. You guys need to, and hey, maybe some of you may say, you know what, they really don't know what they're doing. We're going to wait. That's fine too. But I tell you what, we're going to have a lot of bloopers and we're going to have a lot of fun, but we're going to get very close to each other. Very close to each other. What else? That's it.
Mabel has their hand raised.
Mabel, mi Mabel preciosa, sí. You have lipstick on today, Mabel.
There we go.
Julie, thank you so much. First, thank you for everything that you are doing for us.
It's okay. We're going to charge. It's okay. Thank you.
I enjoy a little bit late of these classes,
I
but I am
know.
learning a lot. I am watching the videos. It's very amazing. So my question is, do you think that the classes, the new course, can be good for people like me? Because I want to be there, but I don't know.
Okay, are you a chavalante? Are you ready to do things, put things to work?
Yes.
Then you are.
Oh,
And
okay.
because, let me tell you what we're going to do. At the beginning, what we're going to do is tell you, you need to start thinking like an investor. We're going to be not just investors, we're going to be traders. And I was trying to find the word in Spanish for traders, and it's not operadores, it's not traidores, porque es otra palabra, eso no tiene nada que ver con eso. But, uno es inversionista, pero esto es un paso más allá. No es el que está jugando al azar, no es ir a Las Vegas, pero este es un operador. Este es alguien que es activo en sus inversiones, ¿no? If you need to be at the wheel with this. You need to know, you need to engage, and if you don't engage, you better put in there an order with the broker, that watchdog to watch it for you.
No, I am ready.
So this is driving that race car. This is not el fotinguito de tu tío.
Okay, Julie, no, thank you
Okay,
so much.
this is, and that's all I can tell you because that's all I know. I don't know any more than that.
Okay, perfect. So
Because you know how you think, listen, let me tell you something. And this is kind of like a sub story, and I hate it when they do this in The Voice and all that. But when I was a single mom for a while. I was divorced and I had a son that I wanted to support. I didn't want anybody to help me out, but I forgot to look at my account. I had 44 cents in my checking account. And my kid used to have cereal with orange juice because I could buy the frozen orange juice, put a lot of water in it, make it really last. And then I would give him orange juice with the cereal. And he thought all the kids ate it that way. And it wasn't until he was a man that he found out, oh my goodness, no, but he loves it. And he thought that was the most normal thing in the world. So what I do is something very normal. You may think it's demasiado atrevido or no demasiado atrevido. I don't know, because that's all I know. That's all how I've done things. So you're going to do things our way. You're going to not do things our way. Nobody's going to make you do anything you don't want to do. You are going to be exposed to a new way of doing things, or maybe the way you've done them all along, and be validated for it. I don't know. But nobody shows you this side of the telón. Nobody shows you this. This is behind the scenes, what goes on.
No, thank you, Julie. And
No guarantees. Maybe we're going to lose money. Who knows? And I know that. I'm willing to do it.
With your help, we are going to win money.
Well, I don't know. We're going to try. We're going to try. That's all I can do.
So I like that you say to be cooking and learning with the chef or the grandma. So I prefer my grandma because always with love and everything.
Isn't it? I agree with you. And you know what? We have a sixth sense. And we don't let our egos get involved, and we're on a different plane. Y no es brujería, but we're on a different plane. You have to agree that when you watch a financial show and then you come here and you join us in this group, it's night and day. Night and day. And it doesn't mean we don't know our stuff. I know my stuff. I got all my licenses. Don't corner me because I will cut you up. But I don't have to flaunt it because I know it and I can have fun with it. So that's how it works. That's how it works. Let's just not take ourselves too seriously and let's have fun with this.
Okay, no, thank you, Julie. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All
This
right.
fee can be used. Can we use it as a 1040 as an itemized deduction? Talk to your accountant because maybe this can count as money that you have spent for professional, to make money in the market for professional education. So talk to your tax person. I don't know if you can do it or not. All I know is that I've been trading inside my IRA account because I've been more active in my trading. And that way, when I generate short-term gains or losses, but I've gains, then I don't have to pay taxes on it until I take the money out. But taxes are the best problems we can have. So please don't not do something because of taxes. Yes, Kira, my darling.
We have 2 more hands raised.
And yes, Sophia, you're right. We learned when to buy with the point and figure, but you have to know when to sell. And we're going to teach you how to do that.
All right. Jose has his hand raised.
Yes, Sophia. Jose?
It's figuring it out. Okay, let me try and unmute it again.
You're feeling my pain.
There we
aren't you?
go.
Thank you, my darling.
Yes.
Hi, Jose.
Hola. Oye, mi pregunta es, estaba escuchando que tu hijo Jonathan iba a tener un programa. ¿Es este o él va a hacer
No,
otra parte?
eso es otra cosa. Eso es sector rotation. Eso es sector rotation y eso es usar, y hoy vamos a hablar un poquito de eso. Vamos a hablar un poquito de relative strength. Jonathan, we
Okay.
can talk a little bit about that today, about relative strength and how it is that we choose relative strength, and then we rotate the sectors according to which one is showing us that it's becoming the leader,
Okay.
which is also a very, a more active way of doing things. Things have changed in the world. Now we use these machines more. We don't want the passive way. We're not just going along for the ride. We've had a wake-up call. Really, we have. And we're saying, oye, se me va a ir el tren.
Sí.
Y si nosotros, si no nos ponemos las pilas, ¿verdad que sí? Porque tú te das
Sí.
cuenta que trabajar para otro, el día de mañana te dan una patada y te quedas sin trabajo. Y ahí están en tus 4 paredes y ¿qué haces? Así es que esto es para convertirte self-sufficient. Para que
Yo
tú
estoy-
puedas convertirte así.
Ya estoy con ustedes en el Círculo de Excelencia y en la lista platino. Ya tengo mis strips, mis fondos mutuos.
Esto es más agresivo que la lista platino, ¿ok?
Sí, yo sé. Yo estoy echado para adelante y yo hasta donde vayas tú voy a ir yo.
Pues donde vayas tú, voy yo también. Vamos, donde vayamos uno de nosotros, vamos todos. Uno de nosotros tiene éxito, todos tenemos éxito. Lo que tenemos que acordarnos es de eso, porque a veces, okay, sometimes we're like crabs. And a crab tries to get out, and what do the crabs do inside the bucket? They pull it down because we're breaking the rules of the tribe. We can't let ourselves do that. We got to push each other out. And you shine, honey, and spread your wings, and nobody's going to tell you how big your wings can be. And if they're bigger than mine, more power to you. That's what this is about.
Perfecto. No, pues ya me escribí a y cuando esté el de Jonathan también me voy a escribir y nomás echarle ganas.
Ok, lo único que te puedo decir es que nosotros, esa lealtad que tú nos estás dando, te la vamos a dar a ti también. Eso es lo único que yo te puedo prometer.
Yo
Que el
estoy
amor que
siempre-
vas a recibir, no, eso no, para mí eso significa mucho, que tú tengas esa confianza. A mí esas cosas no se me olvidan nunca.
yo ya he visto muchas cosas y desde que te vi a ti, tengo apenas como 4 meses con ustedes, pero
Oh,
desde
tú no me
que
conoces.
pero para lo poco que tengo, yo cuando dices de algo, yo estoy a la
Nadie puede
primera.
decirte que yo me le robé un centavo, que yo al contrario. Sabes, yo creo que cuando, you know what, when everything goes right, a monkey can do the job. When something goes wrong, that's when you can show what you're made of. One time, this is really weird. We were doing our, this was Caminos al Éxito, the first curso that I had. Do you know that the people that did the run in our thing got the runs mixed up, the last run of the CD with the next one of the next one? Somebody called me and said, I got Pajama Party, and it was a porn film, okay? That had Julie's investment, and when you put it in the thing, it was a porn thing, Pajama Party. I was mortified. And this happened to Disney. The same thing happened to them because you go and send the DVDs to distribution to a where they make the extra ones and then they package them. I made the guy open every single, the person who did our duplicating. I made him open every single one. I told this man that bought it, I said, he bought it for his girlfriend. Can you imagine? And she put this thing in and out comes this horrible thing. I wanted to go wash his car for him. And I told him, you know, thank you for giving me the opportunity to show you what I'm made of. I am so mortified. And boy, I made it up to him because I no tenía como agradecérselo. And that was amazing. So that's when you know, when somebody is on your side or not.
Correcto.
Okay.
Pues
All right,
muchísimas
so
gracias.
let's just see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck to you. Okay, are we done?
I mean, we still have 3 more hands raised.
Okay,
So.
this is your chance. This is your time.
Maria Santiago, I am unmuting
And I'll
you.
keep my answers short. I'm sorry, I get revuelta.
I'm trying to unmute you.
Oh, Kira, I'm so happy you're doing that, not me.
Yes. There we go.
No, Jonathan's program is not ready yet for purchase, Leticia.
Aló, aló.
I'm
Buenas
sorry?
tardes. Soy Fernando.
Hola, Fernando.
¿Cómo están?
Hola, mi cielo. I know you.
Me perdí 3 semanas. de clase.
With a big heart. Missed you. I'm so happy to see you back.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Bienvenido.
I'm ready for the next classes.
Qué bueno, mi
And,
cielo.
Just a
I
question.
want you. You're good
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, thank you. Ask a question. So this class is La Little Club, right? La Little Club who wants to play some money. Yeah, and every person decide, you know, they
Yes.
if you have $100 only to
Doesn't
invest,
matter.
that's it.
That's why we're going to teach you to think in percentages. If you make 10% of 100 or 10% of $10, it doesn't matter. You know how to make 10% on your money.
Okay. No.
No importa lo que tengas para invertir. Aquí no es para el que tenga que hacer grande.
Okay.
Y lo puedes hacer por tu cuenta, lo puedes hacer de mentirita también, en un sitio de mentirita, ¿no?
Okay.
Pero yo quiero que tú aprendas a hacer un porcentaje en tu dinero.
Okay. Bueno.
Lo que tengas para invertir no importa. Y si no tienes nada, no importa. Es como aprender a manejar. Una vez que tú aprendes, ya no tienes que tener carro, pero cuando tengas un carro, ahí tú sabes manejar.
Tengo dinero, nomás que ahorita no lo puedo menear.
No lo menee. No lo menee. Usted hace lo que usted quiera.
Pero puedo usar $1,000. Pero gracias.
Ok, pero es una buena oportunidad, de veras que sí. I want to go. I want to go to this. I want to hear what Melly has to say. I'm going to learn a lot from her.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna learn a lot from her.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
We still have 3 hands raised. All right, I'm going to cut it here with, after these 3 hands, we need to move on to the relative strength. Okay? Is that okay, Julie?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
You're the boss.
cool. Then Daniela, Josefina, and Bougainvillea, we will get to your questions now, and then we'll be moving on to relatives.
Okay, and then you can ask more later. Or send me
Daniela?
an email to dineroconjulie@gmail.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, mi amor.
So my question is, for the program, is it only for adults or is it also for kids?
No, it's also for kids, anybody,
Oh,
anybody. It doesn't matter. You know, money is money and it's green. It's not blue. It's not pink. It's green. It's not for girls, for boys. It's anybody. Show your kids 2 bills, 120, 15. Tell him pick one. If he picks the $20 one, he's ready. Or she.
yeah. I just wanted to know because I started selling things on OfferUp and I just,
Because you what?
because I started selling things on OfferUp.
You started selling beads,
Things.
beans,
Cosas.
things. Oh, okay, okay, cosas. Me dice mi hijo. Thank you, Jonathan. Good for you. This is about putting that horse to work for you. You can have your own business. You can invest your money. Whatever suits you best or both. I'm going to do the investment one. Carlos does the business one. Nobody can beat him with that.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have Josefina. Mute.
Maria Santiago. Things, cosas, bruta mujer. Don't you get it? No, I don't because I have this thing in one ear. Yes.
I'm trying to unmute her. Oh. Oh my gosh. So Zoom doesn't actually respond to me pressing unmute for about 5 to 10 seconds. So it's always there we go. Josefina.
Hi, Julie.
Welcome to my world. Hi, Josefina.
¿Cómo estás?
Contenta y alborotada.
I had a question to ask you, something different.
Yes.
When I had all my accounts in Fidelity,
Okay.
but how you do it in Fidelity when you want to sell this stock in the moment? Because they don't give you that choice.
When you want to sell,
Yeah.
how do you do it when you want to sell the stocks in the morning?
No, en el momento, the moment.
Oh, market order.
Market order, is it?
That's it.
Okay.
Market order. And I tell you what, you get it. I do it on TD Ameritrade market order and I get less than 10 seconds. Sometimes it tells me your order has been filled and then we got your order to sell. But I get the fill before I get the confirmation before I get the summary of what I said to do.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Market order means the next one. Be careful because in TD Ameritrade, by default, they have limit order. You don't want limit. You want market order.
Okay. Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome. ma'am.
All right. Last question before we move on to relative strength.
Who's this? Bougainvillea?
Bougainvillea, yes.
Julie, ¿me
Sí, mi
escuchas?
amor. Claro que sí.
Yo primero que nada te quería dar las gracias porque me he divertido mucho con todo lo
Con mi
que...
locura. Yo tomo medicina para eso, ¿ok?
Sí, ajá, me he divertido mucho con tu fichol y espero que un día mi esposo te pueda contar una anécdota del capirolete.
Ok.
Que está muy chistosa. También un compañero del que no podía pronunciar el capital letter y él decía capirolete. So, cada que escribimos los stocks symbols, pues todos con capiroletes.
Con capirolete. Ay, me encanta. Me encanta. O el señor que trabajaba en el closet de nosotros que decía, I have to go major. I have to go major. Era measure. I have to go measure. Medir. Pero decía major. Así es que ahora ya es major nada más. Y no esas son las cosas que tenemos que divertirnos. Así es que el capirolete ya expandí mi vocabulario.
Capirolete y
Capirolete.
me encanta nata. Me encanta cuando dices la nata.
Eso me
La
salió
nata.
así, yo no sé, un día. Y a ustedes les ha encantado eso, así es que úsenlo.
Sí, sí,
Es un
sí.
julibulario.
Tenía pregunta, Julie. Ok,
Dime.
con este curso lo podemos compartir o nada más la persona que lo compra y se lo quedó, no se va a poder compartir. O sea,
Pero
como
¿cómo
en
lo
el
vas a
círculo
compartir?
como en el círculo de excelencia, que podemos nosotros compartirlo con, pues no sé, con mi hermana, con alguien de confianza.
Sí, pero yo no sé cómo lo vas a hacer, pero sí, claro que sí.
Y ahora
Le
otra
tienen que dar tu
pregunta,
clave.
ajá, otra pregunta que tenía mi
Si no, yo no
esposo.
voy a ser policía, eso no. No.
Ok. Otra pregunta que tenía mi esposo es de que cuando tú compras un stock, ¿cuántas veces lo puedes vender y comprar en la semana, al mismo día? ¿Cuántas veces? ¿Hay límite?
Cuantas
¿Hay
veces tú
reglas
quieras.
para eso?
No,
Ok.
no. El otro día yo metí la pata. En vez de vender 10 acciones, compré 10 acciones adicionales. Y yo, ay, pero qué bruta. Entonces ahora tuve que vender 20. Las 10 que quería vender y las otras 10 que había comprado extra. Si es que no. Ellos tienen que morirse de la risa cuando ven estas órdenes porque la gente mete la pata y entonces tratando de arreglar las cosas se hacen
Ujú.
nudos. Yo me hice
Sí.
bolas.
Sí,
So,
Julie.
no,
Ok.
no. ¿Ok?
Ok. Y otra pregunta. Aquí lo tengo, te lo voy a pasar a mi esposo.
Ok, hola mi
Lo has
cielo.
atrapado, Julie, lo has atrapado.
Anda,
Yo
lo
yendo en la
sonsaqué.
Sí, yo escuchaba en la cocina hasta que me dijo, échate para acá. Entonces aquí ya estamos todos bien pegaditos. Encontró él una empresa nueva. No sé si podamos empezar en la clase de hoy con lo
Dímela.
del relative strain. We can start with the relative strain. He find a new
Oh, a new place to go get it, to go see it.
he found a new company that it was developed. It was launched today as an stock market.
Oh, it was an IPO.
It's an IPO.
Okay, and what was it?
It's RPRX.
IPR.
It's Robin, R the Robin, P
R.
the Peter,
Mhm.
R the Robin, X the X-ray.
Okay, and that one you said went public today?
This week.
This week. Okay, I'm going to put it in here. And what about it? What is it that called your attention to this?
He say when a company start, we cannot run the via profit yet, but
Right.
what are the things?
Wow. Look at this.
Sí, por eso he got excited because of that. But I told him let's wait and ask Julie what she thinks about.
Okay, I'll tell you what I think about it. If you, this is what Royalty Pharma, if they have news, if they're doing something, it went up 9% today. So maybe they are working on something that's going to come up. Remember that the FDA can be a deal killer or it can make somebody very rich. So this depends on that. From an investor's point of view, I would wait until it goes down and then it breaks that 51 and it goes to 52. So I let all that locura, all that craziness that has worked around this, I would let that go by unless he feels like gambling. If he wants to put a little money in this, then do it. But I would wait, let it go down below that 51. If tomorrow it keeps going up, I'm going to do my homework and find out what's going on. But remember that if it's news driven, it could be news dropped too.
It also
That's-
just had its IPO. Its IPO was this month.
It was this month? Okay. So yeah, I mean, who am I to say? That's how they all started. Look at Facebook. Look at all of those companies, how well they did. So more power to you. Good for you. Let's keep watching it.
Okay.
Yo no te voy a quitar el embullo. Si tú quieres hacerlo, mi hija, le pone $3 en ella.
Yeah, he's very excited. I was holding him.
Then
like,
do
no
it.
way, listen
Then
to
do
me.
it. ¿Por qué le vas a quitar el embullo? Déjalo que lo haga. Absolutamente. Yes.
As
But
a
you know
good
what?
married
But
woman.
hold it tight. Hold it
Okay.
tight so it doesn't run away. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay,
Julie.
guys, let's go ahead and start talking about relative strength because this is something that is, if you notice, it's really hard to go on the internet and to find a pure comparative relative strength. There's a relative strength index, but that's not what we're talking about. What we are talking about is the system that they have used for contests and for competitions and for college entrance admissions for generations. Well, sometimes you got to pay your way in, okay? Sad, but you don't got to. You could. But if a university wants the top of the top, the creme of the creme. They not only look at the absolute values. By the way, I heard that SAT scores are going to be a thing of the past. I heard that they're not going to do these tests anymore. Who knows? Everything changes. We're like, what's going on in the world? That's why we have to adjust. We have to adapt. So you want to know the survival of the fittest. You want to know who the strong ones are, who the ones that have grown the most, that are showing the most resilience, that are not just the fair weather friends, but that are there with you for the duration. Those you do by comparing the performance over a period of time of one against the other. And it is a healthy emulation. It is not a deadly competition. But if you have two stocks, for example, you have the stock GSX and you have the stock CHGG. One is Chegg and the other one is GSX. They are both in the online learning. Chegg happens to be the leader. The other one is doing well because usually, remember, 80% of the reason why a stock goes up, the price, is because it belongs to a sector that is going up. This is why it makes so much sense to do what Jonathan has done. And we worked together on this concept for over a year, because if sector is such an important part of a stock, how awesome that you could invest in the whole sector that is the leader, because it's going to be a school of fish. And yes, you're going to have a fish way at the front, but you have others here, and in the middle you have a bunch of fish. When you're investing in the whole sector, in the whole index, you're investing in the whole group. But when you are choosing a company, you want to make sure that you don't get stuck with a straggler. Okay, the one where every time we went on a trip, I taught first grade forever. You see the teacher in the front with the kid in the front so he doesn't go en el tráfico, and then the aide, the helper, and the mothers are in the back getting the kids that want to start looking at the flowers and rezagados so that they stay with the group. You want to invest in the leaders, and this is what gives you the relative strength. Maybe things are not going well, but even when things are not going well in the market, there's a bull market somewhere. Even when things aren't going well, there are those that are the leaders because they're losing less money than everybody else. So what relative strength teaches you and shows you is very easily between this one and this one, which one is better, which one has given better performance. That is invaluable. And I don't know why they make it so hard for us to find where to get that information. I have turned myself inside out, and I know that we have found places. I use stock charts, when you put one symbol, two dots, and another symbol. What it's doing is it's comparing its performance of one with the other over the period of time that you give it. But there's also a place, and I need to share it with you because I played a lot with this today, and I really liked it. It is called Chartmill, and we've talked about it before. But let me share Chartmill with you. And even though it told me that I had to sign up and pay and whatever, it said continue with unlimited whatever. So I continued with unlimited, and it didn't cut me off or come to get my son away from me or anything. So here, this is what we're talking about. They have a stock screener and how you begin to look for leaders. It's good for you to, you start with a blank canvas and you say, where do I begin? Well, that's something you're going to get in the class. It's okay, this is where you begin to look for leaders. This is one good place to begin, is when you are looking, and here you're looking at performance, okay? And you look at the chart mill relative strength. It goes from 0 to 100. And this is where I can put it up to, let's say, 80. And it's going to show me all the companies that have a relative performance of 80 or higher. And what they tell you on this site is that they take each company and they compare it to all of the companies in their bucket. They throw all the companies in, and then they wait to see the ones that go to the top. La nata, lo mejor, la crema. And those are the ones with the higher, because with an 80 relative strength, that means that they've had better performance than 80% of the rest. They're in the top 20% of the class. They beat 80% of the kids in that class. But then I noticed that it was giving me a lot of surrubia. So I went to General, and I put price, and I put above $10. I don't want penny stocks. Penny stocks are not regulated by the SEC. They don't have to do the reports. Sometimes they don't even exist. They're shells, and they're just talked about and excited and get all bubbled up over forums, and they don't even exist. So I want companies that are above $10, and also because institutions don't buy stocks that are less than $10. Imagine they buy gazillion dollars and they buy 50 cents a share. They can't. They would own the company if they're going to buy. So now that I have that, it's going to show me right here, CRS, which is, they call it the chart mill, but to me, in my head, that is a first grade level head. I say this is comparative relative strength. I don't care what they call it. That's what yo lo bauticé, comparative, porque you compare. Compare always. This is this versus this. You could have the stock versus the market, the stock versus the industry, the stock versus the sector, the stock versus other stocks in the sector, and you want to go for the leader. So here it's giving me CRS, and if you notice right here, you can sort it up or down. What I liked about this, and look, here's NVIDIA, here's Teradyne, here's Regeneron. Lordy, 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 you're looking at the best out there. And what this says, look how cool these arrows are. The TA is technical analysis, and it gives it to you in first grade level. That's the level I can understand. All green means the highest. So that means that technical analysis, it's good. It has a very healthy pattern. Fundamental analysis is the numbers. So it's giving you both the technical and the fundamental report card. This one is doing, and this is why Meli goes just with technical, because look, you can have a stellar company doing very well, making money on the short term. Maybe they are not marriage material, but you can certainly have a good time at the party. And that's what the technical gives you. It gives you that momentum. And setup means that it is almost ready to be bought, that it's forming a pattern that you should watch. So look how many chismes you're getting out of this one little thing here. And then once you get the company, now you start doing your own research. But you start with a grade that matters. Some people say, oh, I go with P&E. Profit, remember that price over earnings? Good luck. That's not an essential. That's like saying that I have to go, I think the best women in the world are women that have long nails. You know what? Really? It's so superficial. It's so stupid. There are things that are a lot more important about a person than just whether they have long nails or not. So this gives you a great place to go. It's called chartmill.com. And you do have to register or log in. It doesn't cost you money. You just give them whatever it is. You don't have to give them information or credit cards or anything. And then you go to stock screener. You go to performance, choose the relative strength, the range that you want to see. I chose from 80 to 100. You can do whichever, and then the price. So here it gives you a quick view. So if you say, let's see how the world is. Well, look at all this. Look at all of these. These that are in red are telling you that they're not really forming a pattern that is worth looking at. But see, you can sort it by anything. You can sort it by that. So if you want to see all of the stocks that are getting ready, Salesforce, does that ring a bell? I think so. EPAM systems, does that ring a bell? I pay a lot of money for services that are giving me these names to study, and here we have them for nothing. So this is one place where you can go farm for companies. How do we use that relative strength? Well, we use it, and this is, I took the sectors. Okay, there's different ways to skin a cat. That relative strength is comparative relative strength from 0 to 100, puts everybody in a bucket. It looks at the performance. It gives them more points if the performance has been good recently. That's that chart mill. Everybody does it their own way. That's why I'm telling you, it's crazy making, because everybody does it their own way. But if you just want to throw them all and say, okay, over time, when you look at sectors, for example, you look at the last 3 months, and when I hit S&P 500 like this, it means that now I am doing comparatively. When I don't, it shows me what everybody did. But see the pink one here did 9.85, but if I hit this, it's gonna give me 10.38. And you say, well, that's a mistake. No, it's 10.38 higher than the S&P 500, because I made the S&P 500 the one that we're going to compare ourselves to. Everything is comparing to this. If what you see is that there are some here that have conformed to mediocrity. Mira aquí, la mediocridad está aquí abajo. And some of them want to even go lower. Those are the people without dreams, without hopes right now, okay? These are the ones that are fighting for the first place. And if it is, you can see it like this, and it tells you who the leader is right away. You see that it's technology, followed by discretionary, followed by communication services. But what this doesn't tell you, unless you move this, and then it just makes me dizzy like the teacups in Disneyland, is that you don't know if they're on their way up or on their way down. But if you look at this, you know, because here you can tell that this guy, energy, was doing okay. See, I changed the days here, and it's going to tell you what it has done in that period of time. If we're going to look at 3 months, let's look at 63 days, remember? Because 63 days, and I don't remember. I have to have it here in my little cheat sheet, because I don't have to put stuff in my buffer that I don't need to put in there. Anything you can Google, you don't need to put in there. Okay, so 3 months. Here, energy has done 30% over the S&P 500 for the last 3 months. Discretionary 13.21. Technology 7.98 compared to the S&P 500. What they have done on their own is like this. In the last 3 months, energy has done 64.03. And poor energy was like the black sheep in the family for a long time. Energy was the one that everybody came. Did you see the movie Airplane, where everybody would come and slap the person sitting in the chair? This is what this is. Everybody's slapping energy, but energy said, espérate un momentico, here I go. And look what it did. So what relative strength tells you, and especially looking sector-wise, oh, you started already, my little drawer person, is that it tells you when it, see right here, it began to go away from the crowd back in March, and it went up ahead, and even though it had its ups and downs, Only here did it come down and touch the next one that was discretionary. But other, but it said, whoop, no, you're not my people. I'm going where my people are. And it went up again, and look what a leader it became. So if you can make money in energy between here and here, and this is 3 months, and you can make 64% on your money in 3 months, investing in a group, in an ETF, would that be of interest to you? I would hope so. Okay, so that's one way to invest, is that you don't have to choose that lonely star. You can just choose the group. That's what Jonathan's, and Jonathan, I'm sorry, I'm talking about your child with you in the room, and I apologize because nobody better than you knows your child. But please correct me if I'm wrong with anything that I'm saying. You're
No,
not
you're
saying
hitting the nail on the head so far.
so far. Fresco y atrevido. Los pájaros tirándole la escopeta. Okay, so this is how this works, is that relatively speaking, if you have all of this to choose from, and the beauty of the sectors is that you don't have the over 10,000 companies that are in the stock market. You have 11 things to choose from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 si contamos con el S&P 500. Okay, with the S&P 500, we have 12. And why do we have the S&P 500? Because we have the spider. We have the ETF spider. And if the market is doing better, look right here, the market is doing worse than any of the sectors. Anybody's did better. Oh, no, sorry. I have to make it like this. Okay, no, here the market is kind of halfway. But this compares it for you in a picture. Why complicate yourself, unless you're Jonathan, with numbers if you can see it in a picture? Now, if I take energy and I go like this, it shows you who the boss is, because there is energy and here's everybody else. So it helps you identify the leader. This is something you can do on your own. This is not what we're going to do in the class, even though we could talk about it and just tell you, by the way, this is the sector that is hot right now. This is the whatever. But we're going to choose the one, and how we do it then is we dive into that sector and also go for the company with the highest relative strength among its peers within that sector. Does that make sense to you? Questions?
We have 2 questions in chat and 2 hands raised.
Okay.
Well, the 2 questions in chat are about the same thing. What is the best number of days to look at the top 3 sector? Because I've been looking within 25 days.
Sectors 3 months. And I didn't make it up. Met Faber, and you can find that in Stock Charts, Chart School, in Stock Charts. Meb Faber did a study. Many of them did, but I studied his studies, and he found out that doing different segments, different periods of time, the 3 month was the one to look at. You know how when we look at mutual funds, according to Morningstar, they agreed when I wrote my book, I sent it to them for them to go through it and say, okay, I'm telling everybody to look at the 3-year period. They said, you're right. That is the period you look at when you're comparing mutual funds, because 3 years is long enough. So it's not a flash in the pan, but short enough to be relevant. With the sector, 3 months when you compare one with the other. But you can move that thing, give it more days, give it 250 days. You know, let's do it and see what happens. Let's give it a year. Just put it here. Let's compare it. Oh yeah, let's leave the energy there. And now let's put here. Let's put 125, 6 months. Look what energy 6 months ago, pobrecita, was down in the dumps. Technology was the winner. See the difference? So somewhere between this day and this day, things changed. And that is when you need to shift gears. If we look at a year, I bet you it's technology again, 250. Why do I say that? I don't know. Did it change it to 250?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's compare to the S&P 500. There's technology. Energy. See, energy had no respect. But look what happens. What? Look what happens. It's getting ready. It's getting ready. It's going up. It's going up. It's saying, wait a minute. Oh, and there. But in a short period of time, look where it is now. So what this is this may just tell you, okay, for 3 months it's done that, but then I want to make it shorter to see what it's done. Look what it's done in the last 6 days. It crumbled. So technology is still up here. And this is something that Jonathan's program finds, because it tells you when you're losing steam, because it's looking at the longer trend and it's looking then at the short trend, who's hot right now and who's getting hotter by the day. Did I do it justice, Jonathan?
Yep. I don't think we have time to go into the matrix today, really, but that can be a Friday fun project that we do together.
Do you want to go over the matrix on his program and just see how it works?
We don't really have time to do that
No,
today.
not today, not
so
today. We
Friday-
can do it
Friday
on
would
we
be
can
fun.
do it on Friday. Are you guys game to do that? Because it would be really nice for you to see. And by the way, what the program does, you can do by hand. I had somebody that did it by hand and sent it to me, and this was a work of art, but it took forever to do it. You have to do it every day. You have to do a relative strength of each sector against all the other sectors, each one, and then each sector against the S&P 500. And you can do it. More power to you. Do it. Or you can just have a program do it. That's how this works. Oh, Veronica Guerra says, I know the pain to do manually. I know you do. I know you do. Okay, so yes, these are the kinds of stuff that I like to, now that we are more relaxed, that I feel I don't have to give you, we can share these little nuggets with you. Okay, I'm done.
Cool. We have quite a few questions, so we can
Okay.
probably wrap up today's class with those.
Okay.
All right. The first question is Eleazar.
Eleazar, ¿dónde estás?
Hi, Julie. How you doing?
You're hiding from me.
I'm here.
Good
I
to
came
see
in a
you.
little late to the class.
That's okay. You're all right in my book.
Yeah, work has been busy. But
Mhm.
question, you were showing that website, ChartMill,
Yeah.
how to find stocks there. Can you show us, you already showed it like a couple of times, but
Right.
I can't remember. In stock charts, the place where you can also find where like stocks that are showing double tops, triple tops, quadruple tops. I think it was under candle glance and then predefined groups or something like that.
Oh, okay. It's the pre-scanned. The here. It's right here.
Where?
Predefined scans right here.
Predefined scans.
And it's on the main page of the tools. And then you see, you hit it there.
Mm-hmm.
Ay, Julietica, ¿qué pasó? Why did it send me to chart school? It gave me a weird thing there. But it's right here. Reports and more.
Okay.
Predefined scans.
Okay.
I'm not moving. There it is. Is this what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, so then you go
Yeah,
down and
spread
it
and
gives you
figure.
the technical indicators for different things like
Uh-huh.
And then at the bottom, because it has no respect, it gives you the point and figure patterns.
Okay, okay, got it.
Red means it's 64 companies less than the day before. Green means 3 more companies than the day before. These are the
Okay.
happy patterns, and these are the unhappy patterns.
Okay.
it.
Another quick question. Why is it that some stocks on the symbol at the end, they have a W? Like for example, NKLA, and then there's NKLAW. And I've seen several like that, they have a W at the end. What is
Okay, because sometimes they can trade in the white sheets, or they can trade in a different stock exchange. Give me that name again.
N as in Nancy, K, L as in Larry, A as in Apple.
Okay,
That's it. And then there's with a W too. Yeah.
right here.
Yeah. So
Okay. Oh, that company, that's been a company, but it kind of petered out, didn't it?
well, it's still showing as
I mean, look at this. Yeah, but see, it had a really nice high, but
Mhm.
now it's kind of resting. This is Nicola Corporation, and then let's put, it was a V, right?
So what is
W.
it? Yeah, W. So what does that W mean? That they
Here, I put it in there. Let's have it show. Okay, this here is where it's telling you that it's in a different category. They have
Mhm.
different categories of common stocks, and they have preferred stocks, and they have stocks that are, they have different categories, just like Berkshire Hathaway has
Okay.
A and B.
Uh-huh.
It's different class of stocks,
Okay.
different requirements, different benefits for the owners.
I mean,
Same company.
same company, different class of stock. Like here on this list that I'm looking at, the one with the W is showing better than the one without the W.
But if you look at sec.gov or you look it up individually, you're going to find that there are restrictions. So this is why, and sometimes mutual funds do the same thing. You can have Oppenheimer Growth and Income A, B. A means usually a front-end load.
Mhm.
B means a back-end load. And then they have C, D, Y, all kinds, and it's a combination of that. But it means that how they charge you. So it's just a different flavor of the ice cream.
So if there's no restriction and
Plain vanilla is this one.
like you can buy whichever one you want. If basically there's no restriction, if you see that the one with the W is doing better than the other one, and that's the one I want to buy.
I don't know if you can buy it or see, this one is GS. So you would have to find the difference between GS and the other one, which was it MG or GM or CM? So Google that. Google
okay.
NKLA versus NKLAW, and then you'll see, because this CM right here is the difference.
Okay, I'll Google it, because I was wondering what is that W that I see on some
Yeah,
stock.
it's a special kind of classification for that stock. But
Okay.
we go, the plain vanilla one is the one that we all buy and sell.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so,
Yeah,
good
thank
question,
you.
very good question. Next. Love it. Your dad's name is Felix? Hi, how you doing? Oh, I love this. I love to see father and son and daughter and mother and son and whatever, How many of you, like love your kids, but can only take them in small doses?
Wow, thanks,
I'm-
Mom. I'm right here, right?
Yeah, but not all, some of the kids, it
Uh-huh.
depends.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Listen, the same thing with us. We start repeating things and we start getting, weird and anyways, but that's for another meeting. But everything it's just It's so interesting getting old. It really is. This is why this is the best part. The sunflower, the last stage is the best stage. I have to tell you, you're going to get the best from me because the last stage is the best. So we will see each other on Friday. We're going to recabuchar a Jonathan and have him open his kimono about the program and find out how it works and all of that. Veronica's laughing over there because she has been a big part of this and was part of the beta testers for it. A lot of love has been put into that, a lot of effort. So that's it. Same as you. Believe me, it's just that I get the spotlight, so I get to brag about mine. But I know you have your story. We all do. Thank you for sharing part of your day with me, with us. Love you. Bye.
Thank you all, and we'll have plenty to share on Friday. See you all then.